Under SEBI Mutual Funds Regulations 1996, mutual funds are permitted to charge certain operating expenses for managing a mutual fund scheme, such as sales and marketing, advertising expenses, administrative expenses, transaction costs, investment management fees, registrar fees, custodian fees, and audit fees as a percentage of the fund's daily net assets. All such costs for running and managing a mutual fund scheme are collectively referred to as total expense ratio, or TER. The TER is calculated as a percentage of the scheme's average net asset value, or NAV. The daily NAV of a mutual fund is disclosed after deducting the expenses. Currently, in India, the expense ratio is fungible, meaning there is no limit on any particular type of allowed expense, as long as the total expense ratio is within the prescribed limit. The regulatory limits of TER that can be incurred or charged to the fund by a mutual fund AMC have been specified under Regulation 52 of SEBI Mutual Fund Regulations. Effective from April 1, 2020, the TER limit has been revised as follows. For assets under management, AUM, the maximum TER as a percentage of daily net assets for equity funds is 2.25% on the first Rs 500 crores, 2.0% on the next Rs 250 crores, 1.75% on the next Rs 1,250 crores, 1.60% on the next Rs 3,000 crores, 1.50% on the next Rs 5,000 crores, and a total expense ratio reduction of 0.05% for every increase of Rs 5,000 crores of daily net assets or part thereof on the next Rs 40,000 crores. Above Rs 50,000 crores, the TER is 1.05% for equity funds and 0.80% for debt funds. In addition, mutual funds have been allowed to charge up to 30 BPS more if the new inflows from retail investors from beyond top 30 cities are at least 30% of gross new inflows in the scheme, or 15% of the average assets under management year-to-date of the scheme, whichever is higher. This is essentially to encourage inflows into mutual funds from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. TER has a direct bearing on a scheme's NAV. The lower the expense ratio of a scheme, the higher the NAV. Thus, TER is an important parameter while selecting a mutual fund scheme. As per the current SEBI regulations, mutual funds are required to disclose the TER of all schemes on a daily basis on their websites, as well as AMFI's website.